The Spirit told me, Julius, this is the year you are going to receive what is called a prophetic burden. The Spirit says, we have given you a prophetic burden. What is the prophetic burden? Whoever is the office of the prophetic, whoever has the anointing of the prophetic, whichever he or she speaks is going to speak to a stone. That's why I didn't prophesy much. God told Moses, go the children of Israel under Pharaoh. You tell Pharaoh, let my people go. At the same time, myself, I'm going to harden the heart of Pharaoh. That was a prophetic burden. Tell him to let them go, but I'm going to harden his heart so that he does not let them go. But the Spirit has given him power to speak whichever is in the Spirit. But as I speak it in the Spirit, I'm speaking it to a stone. But I will still prophesy. I still prophesy. Whoever is in the spirit of prophecy, in the office of prophecy, you are going to meet challenges. This year, you are going to speak to dry bones. You are going to speak to dirty people. You are going to speak to mad people. You are going to speak to the haters. You are going to speak to camouflage. We are going to speak to the dead ones. They have no life, but you must give them life. This is the second prophecy. Is it clear? Whenever you tell someone, do this and does not do it, oh, that's why prophet spoke. That's why it is as hard as this. You are going to tell your wife, I need to eat katunkuma. Unbuy katunkuma, she'll bring eggplants. But I told you katunkuma. Why eggplants? That's what I want. And family destabilizes over such foods. Prophetic burden. Tell your neighbor, prophetic burden.
In July 2022, Democratic Party leader Norbert Mao, accompanied by senior party officials, met with President Yoweri Museveni, who also chairs the NRM, to discuss a range of political issues. During the meeting, the two parties signed a cooperation agreement with which some of the key outcomes led to Mao's subsequent appointment as Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Subsequently, the DP Secretary General Gerald Seranda was backed by NRM members of Parliament to represent Uganda at the East African Legislative Assembly.
Number 9 is Honorable Seranda Gerald Black, who obtained 233 votes.
Despite criticism from sections of the public and political actors, Mao has dismissed calls to resign, maintaining that he remains President General of the Democratic Party, the country's oldest opposition party. In the recently concluded elections, Mao was elected Member of Parliament for Laro Peche Division in Gulu District, immediately after announcing his intention to contest for the position of Speaker in the 12th Parliament.
I hereby announce my candidacy for Speaker of the 12th Parliament. So, for those who are not believing that it is possible for Norbert Mao to be Speaker of the 12th Parliament, look at what footballers call the odds. My odds are different from other people's odds. So I urge you not to judge me by your normal standards. So now we are lifting up our hands and say this position of Speaker is ours. we want it. We DP and we in the North, we don't want to be asked, what did you get after 2026? And we say, we thought he would remember us.
NRM MPs are currently attending a retreat at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi. Now, President Museveni, addressing delegates on Tuesday, described Mao as an ally and noted that he had personally invited him to the retreat.
Parliament-elect and members of SEC.
Before traveling to Chankwanzi, Mao expressed excitement about attending the retreat, but emphasized that his presence was not intended to seek support for his speakership bid.
This retreat to me is about a new consciousness among the members of parliament, that beyond being elected as members of parliament, they are the ones who are going to design the future of Uganda. In other words, they are going to play the role of a midwife.
Upon arrival, Mao reiterated his expectations for the retreat and the purpose of his attendance.
Today, I join the members of the 12th Parliament to immerse ourselves into our history and to project towards a better future based on our resilience.
In hindsight, this did not sit well with some members of the NRM. Before the arrival of President Museveni, Speaker Anita used the platform to criticize Mao's presence and his attempt to challenge her for the speakership. She stressed that while the NRM maintains cooperation with other political parties, such arrangements do not extend to leadership positions in Parliament.
But the cooperation does not mean that if we are cooperating, you come up to my bedroom. Okay? You remain in the compound. The bedroom this time around is the speakership. You cannot cooperate to the tune of the speakership.
Mao did not take kindly to the remarks, noting that he had been invited by the NRM National Chairman, President Museveni, questioning the authority under which Among addressed him in such a manner.
I was actually shocked to see the holder of such a dignified office going to the gutters. I'm not an intruder. True, I don't belong to the NRM, but we have got a written cooperation agreement. In our society, guests are highly respected, and anybody who insults a guest insults the host. It is up to the head of the household. It is the father who knows his children. It is not another child who tells the father that these are our children or these are not our children. Who are you?
Mao also expressed frustration after reportedly being denied an opportunity to address delegates, describing the move as discriminatory.
Worse still, I was supposed to speak, but I don't mind that my name has been removed. I understand Andrew Mwenda's name was also removed, and a few other people. I really don't mind. I have many platforms.
Opening the 9-day retreat, President Museveni stated that while the NRM leadership endorsed Anita Among and Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa for another term, the decision is not binding. He added that any eligible candidate is free to contest for the positions.
This was our recommendation. It is not us who decide. We recommend and then we can reason why. So, when the time comes, we shall be able to discuss it and explain why. But we are not the ones who elect, we recommend.
What unfolded in Chankwanzi has laid bare a deepening rift between allies, setting the stage for a potentially contentious speakership contest that could test both the strength of the NRM's dominance and the future of its cooperation with Democratic Party. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Weekend Edition.
The question is that all developed sovereignties are doing the same.